For traditional infields with grass infields, there's two ways to go: a parallel drag pattern or an overlapping circles pattern. Click the illustrations to see examples of these patterns. In both cases, you will want to watch your speed, especially while cornering. When you go too fast, material will move to the outer edge of your drag, piling up in those areas. Speed is especially important with the overlapping circles pattern. Going too fast can cause a bowling out of the center of your infield. If you're working on a smaller Little League field, hand dragging is probably your best option. Making tighter circles with a tractor is tough to do without tossing excess material off the end of the drag. Over time, that will create a bowling effect, so hand dragging will minimize drag-related migration of material. It's actually tougher to maintain a consistent surface grade on an infield that is totally skinned compared to fields with a grass infield. All of that exposed soil is more susceptible to wind and rain erosion, which makes your dragging patterns that much more important. Following proper dragging protocol will help minimize soil migration and preserve surface grade. It seems logical that you would start by the pitcher's mound and work your way outward towards the grass in a circular swirl pattern, right? That would be wrong. That logical approach is actually the worst pattern you can use. What happens is you pull soil from the center of your field, the peak of your field slope, and you deposit it near your grass edge. Not only is that bad for drainage by robbing your infield of its slope, but you're also leaving soil near your grass that can hamper lip management. You've probably guessed this already, but following the opposite pattern should be good, right? Yes, it is. Where the outward swirl took from the crown of your field and redistributed soil to the outer parts, the inner swirl actually helps retain or build up the crown by bringing material from the outermost parts of the infield and leaving soil near the center. The inward swirl really helps you maintain proper drainage. Another effective pattern is overlapping ovals. Again, you'll use the clock method to rotate this pattern day to day. Always begin on the outside edge of your infield and work your way across the infield with overlapping ovals. If on day 1 your pattern worked across the field from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, then on day 2, rotate so you begin at 5 o'clock and work your way around to 11 o'clock. Rotating the orientation of this pattern on a daily basis will give you a smooth cross-cut surface. Remember that no matter how you rotate the pattern, you always want to bring the drag to center of the infield at the very end to bring material back to the crown. The last dragging pattern to consider is the figure 8. As the name implies, you'll be making figure 8s as you work your way around. Again, you'll rotate around like the face of a clock. Start on the outside edge, as always, and finish your figure 8 near the middle of the infield. Click the illustration for a clear picture of how this rotating pattern works and helps you maintain slope while getting all the cross-cutting benefits of overlapping. All this dragging with a steel mat can mean not only redistribution of material, it also means the collection of spoils or waste material. Small stones and large clumps of soil from around your infield will be collected up by the steel mat, and this is a great way to remove them from your field. When you're done dragging, just grab a sifter shovel and scoop up the waste. Then use a field rake or level board to smooth the remaining clean soil.